shows up, then I guess Sora is available for picking here in Games of the Future.
That changes a lot of things, bro.
Yeah, let's see. I don't want to zoom just yet. I want to hold the thoughts. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So we were asking for continuous damage.
Producers.
Carry. Ruby, again, one of the ones we floated, and
Perfect.
exactly right on the money. There you go. Okay. I think it's just really because, not that I'm doubting the ability of a Freya to suddenly pop off here, especially with her changes, which we will get into once we get
the beard around the turtle pit, and they're going really hard here.
Okay, here comes the hard guard. Amal gets a turtle. Kyrie was not able to get close as the members of Homeboys were able to keep him at bay. Raging slashes coming in from the Lapu Lapu, but Kyrie takes down Melcutie's very greedy entry fighter. So, no traditional marksman here. You know, essentially a little bit of a hybrid. Oh, here comes the Tsunami Slam coming in. But that is an easy out there for Sans. Boy forcing using AOG to get on out of there. Reza gets killed. Onto Sans, finishing it off in the mid, but that becomes a trade.
Energy shields. I'm looking if there was any major damage, but look at that. They're already eyeing that second turtle right away. They seem to be really want to go for the fight.
Oh, dive already. Here comes the Tsunami Slam entry as well. Kyrie forced to go on out of there, but here comes the Angela Benedetta combo to burst Kyrie down. That's a kill for Izanami, but two members of Homeboys fall to ONIC. ONIC still fighting into it. Izanami brought down low. Reza takes down Sans. Kiboy forced to use the conceal out. Both junglers are out of the game, and it's going to be looking for a reset.
Yeah, I really don't mind that they're doing this. Definitely, Kyrie is itching to get to that level 15 as soon as possible. Already a level ahead of Amal. Look at that.
Wow.
Stunning it out. AOG in.
Oh my goodness, Kiboy and Lutfi working together. Sans finds Melcutie as well. That's another death for the Freya. Skylar takes down the tower in mid alongside Kyrie and Sans. Meanwhile, Reza will not be able to survive against Lutfi and Kiboy, but I might have spoken too soon. The thing is, he needed to burn his flicker to get out of there.
Homeboys' aggression even further. They might have to rely so much more. Lutfi might be in trouble here. 1v3 on the bottom. Make that 4.
Okay. Lutfi buying so much time, not enough damage just yet for Homeboys. Lutfi, look at everything he's doing. 4v1. Here comes Kiboy for the assist. The Valkyrie descent already committed there by the Freya. Electro final blow as well. AOG by Kiboy lands on the mark. Lutfi finally taken down. The Homeboys are fighting back towards Onyx assist. Melcutie locked in onto Kyrie, but Sans takes down Daniel. Sans taken down by Reza. Melcutie takes down Kyrie. And just like that, 4 members of Onyx fall to the Homeboys. That could get caught out. Amal back in here again. Good spot by Reza. Homeboys really getting tested here by ONIC, but here comes the entry coming in from Daniel. Tsunami Slam already committed, but look at the regen and the damage that they have. But Skylar gets taken out there by Amal. That is advantage for Homeboys. A stun by Lutfi, massive. But can they actually deal enough damage to turn the tides of the battle? As Kyrie falls again to the Homeboys. 3 members of ONIC down, and the Sky Kings are scrambling. Homeboys have taken down Lutfi, and that's 4 members of ONIC down.
It's just blowing my mind, Reptar. It's crazy. Healing from the Surge of Life, healing from the Heart Guard, healing from the Love Waves.
Boys are just so locked in with getting the Yi Sunshin every time. Meanwhile, the center of the map, Skylar trying to survive the surprise. Look at the pull coming in. I'm offended. Ultimate by Skylar is massive. Daniel gets taken out, but Reza once again focused on the back. This time being able to take down Skylar while Melcutie and the Angela. ONIC.
Yeah, Reza is a massive dub here for Homeboys. He has taken down targets that are necessary in the team fight so efficiently in the next few minutes or the next few seconds, just to check where the Homeboys are.
For sure.
So far, it feels like they have no problem fighting out each other, and here they are.
Yeah, here comes the gank. Daniel immediately zoning out Kyrie, and since Kyrie was zoned out by the Kalea, Sans falls relatively quickly out of position yet again for ONIC, as Homeboys have penetrated their formation, but Kyrie is still fighting. He gets a double kill, and he's still alive. Malefic Roar for him as well. The counterplay by ONIC has become a reality as Reza and Amal fall. Suddenly, ONIC have advantage for the Lord.
And they really lost out. I mean, the DPS is suffering, and Melcutie, they want to make something happen.
Mel, are you actually going to be able to pull this off? No, you will not. Questionable decision there by Mel to just go in. They did not have a damage already on ONIC, and the Divine Glaive pickup by Sans actually came in at the perfect time. Lord marching in. How much damage will they be able to do the base? Seems like
that's actually
little by little,
good.
That's items coming in here for ONIC now. Hold the 7,000 gold lead. Endless battle entry. Here comes the pickoff attempt there onto Skylar, but Skylar will survive way too much. But here comes the Angela and Freya combination. They're not going to be able to take Kyrie down. Reza gets blasted by the Yisun Shin. Skylar takes down Daniel, and now 2 members of Homeboys fall. Make that 3. MelQT out as well. ONIC still has minion waves. Izanami and Amal might not be enough to hold. ONIC holds on. Homeboys had the lead, but ONIC walk away from game number 1 with the win.
GG's ONIC Indonesia.
Dominance ice.
Yes,
all
sir.
of that physical that they have. Oh, and now they're going to be up against an Alice. This Alice would blend perfectly with the lineup of ONIC. This is going to be a very tough game for Homeboys. And I don't know, what do you think? What's the condition here for Homeboys? Let's look at their lineup because, again, we're looking at ONIC's draft and going, this is looking really good. Homeboys, what do they need to do?
You're going to have to go through a Cho all game long.
Very difficult. Here comes an entry by Kiboy. Knock up, damage, continuous. Daniel almost brought down. Can he be finished off by ONIC? And the answer is yes. Kiboy and Sans still going after Izanami, but Kiboy has to back off, taking a lot of damage from the turn, but the flicker! Sheesh. The entry! Gila Sans finishing it off. But
very crazy non-stop action. I love what I'm seeing. Kyrie as well on the top side. MelQT is gonna get taken out. What the heck is happening, man?
ONIC decides to focus on the tower in mid. Homeboys will get this turtle.
Their distance. The Kiwi needs to keep distance. The YSS needs to keep the distance. And look at that. If they engage, it's gonna be so hard. If you don't have a flicker, if you don't have a Shinpo.
Exactly as you mentioned, when they're all together, they just look so strong. They decide to find 2 kills, and they actually get it. MelQT barely able to escape, but will escape with his life. There's Homeboys
line with either the Freya or the Leomord.
Yeah, exactly. Luthia right now, you see him. He's the one zoning on. Here comes Kiboy. Entry with the slam. He gets the pick off. Amal falls. Daniel as well. ONIC have broken the formation of Homeboys, but Homeboys still fighting back. Look at MelQT, but this is going to be a massive trade. Kyrie survives. Kyrie did not fall with just a sliver of health. The killing spree keeps him alive. Izanami gets to take down Skylar, but Izanami eventually falls. ONIC with a massive win. Sky Piercer already built up for Sans, who has 4 kills. No stacks on it just yet. Here comes the glorious pathway. Daniel might be a little bit too greedy, but because the tower fall down, they decided to go for it. Sans takes so much damage. Here comes the clapback of Homeboys. They are working together as a hit squad. Sans is still the only one falling. Look at Lutpi. Hold on, Kiboy trying to keep him alive, but the Alice will eventually fall.
Was happening while Lutpi was buying a lot of time. So very good advantage for Homeboys. But look at that.
Kiboy goes in right away with the pick off. MelQT able to flicker on out of there. Homeboys needs to back off. They don't have their Freya anymore. ONIC dealing the damage. Daniel almost brought down low. Reza with the raging slashes. Not going to be able to deal enough. And ONIC, hold on. Reza is going to go down. And Homeboys get spotted out.
Versus level 10.
The comeback has to be glorious here, but here comes the glorious pathway from Daniel. The Throne of Ruin already committed. They get to avoid it. Lutpi will be able to get on out of there with the gleam. ONIC, though, fighting back little by little. Slowly, the turnaround. Kiboy with an entry. Massive crowd control, massive damage. ONIC are taking control. Scholar will be coming in from the back, Rockhart.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. ONIC. Skylar just making the perfectly timed entry from the back, and Izanami all alone. You're not a mage. You can't clear these minion waves. And I think that's ONIC going straight for the jugular, and they will take him down. Izanami quite easily getting disposed of here. MelQT doing his best to clear these waves.
Spotting out that Angela, trying to apply pressure. Skylar sees the Angela. Izanami in trouble. He gets kicked. Izanami brought down to 10%, and it looks like he's going to get taken out. Soloed by Skylar. And now it's a 5v4 across the map. ONIC, here comes Kyrie through the mid, but Ludwig with a Throne of Ruin, stopping the exit of Amal and Malcuti. But they'll be able to get away, not be able to get stunned by Skylar. But they get Daniel along the way. Only 3 members remain for Homeboys. An absolute massacre for ONIC.
Yep, they got separated, and now you see the weakness. Strong as a 5-man death ball, but in separate components. Last clash.
ONIC, I said, ending it here with a quick sweep to start off their campaign in Games of the Future. Homeboys doing their absolute damnedest to hold on. Reza, look at him trying to hold that Alice at bay. But the Alice we talked about earlier is one of the biggest problems. They don't have the damage, and it still rings true. Hard guard coming in for the Leomore. Can they actually find a turnaround here? Here comes Melqt, but he just gets blasted down. Throne of Ruin. Homeboys stuck together, and they fall together. 4 down. Reza, last one holding. It's a maniac for Gila Sands, and a sweep victory for ONIC.